What's going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon, and I'm here to do my second scouting report video for today. This one is for the New England Patriots, our final game of the season, and let's dive right into it. So the Patriots did actually lose this game against the Colts, 27-17. They dropped to 9-5. Colts moved to 8-6. And just like the result of the Tennessee-Pittsburgh game, this actually hurt our playoff chances, but we'll see how things go down the stretch. Either way, no matter what, the Dolphins basically had to win out anyway, so they still need to just take care of business. Obviously, we'll look more into the playoff situation on Wednesday when I do that video. For now, let's go ahead and get into these statistics. So New England had 365 total yards, allowing 275. They had 384 through the air, allowing 49. Only 49. They had 81 on the ground, allowing 226. They did let up a lot of rushing yards, obviously, and that's, Jonathan Taylor was a huge part of this game. New England was 5.6 yards per play. Indy, 5.3. Let's see. Neither team lost a fumble. New England did throw 2 interceptions, but they did also get one from the Colts. Both teams let up a sack. Let's see. New England was 40% on third down. They only allowed 20% to the Colts. They had the ball for 29-38, allowing the Colts to have it for 30-22. And New England had 8 penalties. Obviously, that didn't help them out very much. Indy only had 2. So now let's take another bit of look. Carson Wentz only threw 12 passes, completing only 5 for 57 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Jonathan Taylor led the way, 29 rushes, 170 yards, a touchdown, and a 5.9. Ashton Dillon, 2 rushes, 39 yards, and a 19.5 average. Carson Wentz, 8 rushes, 17 yards, and a 2.1. Zach Pascal led the way receiving, 1 of 2 for 23. T.Y. Hilton, 1 for 19. Nyheim Hines, 1 of 2 for 8 and a score. Yeah, but and look, when it comes to, just real quick, when it comes to the Colts, I told people, man, early on in the season that the Colts were better than what their, early season woes would suggest. And lo and behold, not only are they now 8-6, but they also are in our path for the playoffs. So anyway, let's go ahead and move on to the Patriots side. Mac Jones was 26 of 45, 299 for 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Ramondre Stevenson led the way in rushing, 10 for 36 and a 3.6. Kendrick Bourne, 2 for 19 and a 9.5. Mac Jones, 1 for 12. Receiving, Hunter Henry was 6 of 8 for 77 and 2 scores. N'Keal Harry, 2 of 5 for 52. Kendrick Bourne, 3 of 3 for 44. Jacoby Myers, 6 of 12 for 44. Brandon Bolden, 3 of 5 for 41. And Nelson Aguilar, 4 of 6 for 34. I do think, as you guys should know, and I mentioned it in the previous video, the next 2 games I'm kind of on the fence about, but I think are ultimately going to be losses. I am leaning towards the Saints and the Titans for the next couple games. I think that they're going to, have the slight edge over us. Obviously I hope I'm wrong about that, but we will see. And I just think that when you watch the games, the league standings, the stats, when you take everything into account, I just think that, these last 3 teams are going to be super, super tough. But the Patriots, though, is definitely going to be the toughest one out of all of them. And once we get to these league standings, you'll see a little bit more of why. It's not just that they're 9-5 right now. It's not just that they're leading the AFC East and, vying for the number 1 seed. But it's also because look at these standings. Offensively, they've actually turned out to be one of the better teams. By the way, just real quick, there was a quick mistake. I accidentally put the Patriot in my previous videos. There was a little my previous video, the Tennessee Titans scouting report video. I actually put the New England Patriots numbers. So the Tennessee Titans are actually 1 spot right behind them in yards per game average. They're 17th in the league with like 345 or something yards per game. So that's the Titans. I made that mistake on accident. But let's now get to the Patriots. So they are currently 15th in total yards at 4,870. They're 16th, though, in per game average, 347.9. They're currently 17th in total passing. with 3,402 and per game average at 243. They're 13th in total rushing with 1,687 on the year, 14th in per game average at 120.5. They have 367 total points, which is 9th, 26.2 per game, which is 10th, and their third down offense is 7th at 43% conversion rate. So they have sneakily become one of the better offenses in the league, and we're going to get to their defense in a minute. I just think with as good as their defense is, it's going to give our offense a really tough time, and I think their offense will probably be more efficient. Obviously, I hope I'm wrong. The reason why I say that is because people just think I'm negative because I give my honest evaluation of things and it's not what people want to hear. I'm not the kind of person that's just going to be like, oh yeah, I think we're probably going to lose, but just because, I'm a Dolphins fan, I'm just going to say that we're going to win. Like, no, I want to keep it real with people. Now, there is a chance for sure. And actually, as it turns out, their rushing defense is really their weakness, although that's pretty much it because across the board otherwise, they are spectacular on defense. They're currently third in the league in total yards at 307.5 led up. They're third in passing with 201.5, it's unfortunate though because that's the strength of our offense. Yes, we had a really good game with Duke Johnson on the ground this past game, but again, that's the Jets, and it's going to be much more difficult to do that over the next 3 weeks. And so passing offense, like with the Tennessee Titans scouting report video, the fact that their passing defense is their weak point, that actually plays to our offense's strength. And so that, to me, that it's a little bit better of an opportunity in that regard, whereas I'm not so sure we're necessarily going to be able to take advantage of their 24th ranked rushing defense at 122.4. I hope we can, but I'm skeptical. So in points, they're first in the league, though. They only let up 16.2 points per game. They're fourth or second after ties with takeaways, 27 on the season. They're second in interceptions with 20 on the year. They are 16th or 7th after ties with fumbles with 7. They're 14th or 7th after ties in sacks with 33. They're second in the league right behind us in passes defense. And that's another thing too, is not only are they good at keeping the yardage down, but they're also good at interceptions and passes defense. So from with 78 on the season, and then third down defense 34.9% at 5th. So it's really going to be tough for Tua in this offense to move the ball on this Patriots defense, I think. So anyway, and then as always, here are the Dolphins' current offensive and defensive league standings, just so you can take a gander for yourself. And with that, I'm going to wrap this up before I get out of here. Make sure you check out the Rave On Sports App, the new fan-driven sports app for all your sports, whether it be basketball, baseball, football, college, whatever you like, they got it. And they are looking to enhance your game day experience with live play-by-play coverage, live chats with other fans and content creators like myself, as well as the opportunity to bitch and complain about bad play calls. So look in the description box for the links to that. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. I hope you guys appreciate my perspective. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Share my channel and videos with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comments section. And of course, as always, follow me on Twitter at DillonTartaro, as well as Instagram on Dolphins_with_Dillon. And with that, I'm out. I'll see y'all soon. Fins up.